Hello friends, welcome you all and happy to connect with you again through a very interesting video. I am Sundar from Canary Capital Solutions. Today the topic what we are going to see is, should you buy a flat or rent out a flat? Why this is important? Because many of us take a very important decision in life and this can have a very long impact in our finances. And there is a time in which you can buy and there is a time in which you can rent out. So in this video we are going to see, is it the time to buy or is it the right time to rent? So with that we will start the video. Why is a flat very important to all of us, or why is a house very important to all of us? Because it is a basic amenity where we all know that roti, kapada or makan, food, clothing and shelter are the most important things for any human being. So you should definitely have a house to live, but should you buy or rent? That's what we are going to see. So how do you buy a house? Ideally you should save money enough so that you can go and buy a house, or you can go ahead and borrow money. Ideally you should never borrow money, but house being a very important thing in your life, so if you want to borrow money, what are the things you need to keep in mind so that you can borrow money and live peacefully? So when you are borrowing money, you end up paying a EMI. That EMI should not be more than 30% of your salary. Meaning, if your salary is 1 lakh rupees, then your EMI should not be more than 35,000 rupees, because beyond that you can actually get into a debt trap. The next important thing is, whenever you buy a house, your annual income to the property price should not be more than 5 or 6 times. So if your annual income is say 10 lakhs, then the property what you are going to buy should not be more than 50-60 lakhs. So if you buy a property more than 1 crore or 1.5 crores with a 10 lakh income, then for sure you are going to end up in a debt trap. The next important thing is, when you are going to buy a house, look at what is the rent you have to pay if you have to live in this apartment. If you stay in the apartment and you own, what is the EMI you need to pay? And if the rent to EMI ratio is more than 3-4 times, then again it is not a great buy. So if you get into a property, assuming if you rent out that property and you end up paying 15,000 rupees rent a month, and the same property if you have bought and if your EMI is 70-80,000 rupees, then your rent to EMI is more than 4-5 times. Then it is definitely beneficial to rent out than to actually buy. Also, before trying to take a loan, always make sure that you have enough liquidity for other contingencies. And when you buy a loan, it is very risky, and especially if it is a housing loan, it is for a very long period of time, say 20, 25, 30 years. And you run a huge risk of losing your employment in between, or a salary cut kind of a situation like what we are going through today. Or in case of an extreme eventuality like you end up with an accident and you get a disablement and things like that, or even a death. So make sure when you are borrowing for a very long period of time, you are covered for all these things, so that even if something unusual happens, you can still sail through, or your family can still sail through. That's a very important thing. Next important thing what we are going to see is, how do you value real estate? So many of us don't know how to value a property. So I am going to give you a very simple example and ratio which we normally use for buying shares. It is called price earning ratio. What it means is, what is the price you pay to get that earning. So if you buy a property worth 1 crore rupees and in a year you get a rental income of say about 2.5 lakh rupees, which means your rental yield is only 2.5%. So if you divide this 2.5% by 100, that means it will take about 40 years for you to even get back your money. That means your PE is very high. I will give you another example. With the same 1 crore property, assuming you get 50,000 rupees as rental, that means in a year you are getting 6 lakhs, that means your rental yield is about 6%. So if you divide 100 by 6, that means in about 16 years you get the money back. So between a property A and property B looks very attractive because you are getting a higher rental yield. So in today's scenario, if you look at, most of the rental yields are between 1 to 3%. That means it will take on an average 40 to 50 years for you to get the money back. So today is ideally not a very good situation to buy a property. Rather, renting a property is more beneficial. Of course, these things do differ from property to property, but I am giving you a general opinion that today ideally you should be renting out and not buying. The next important thing what we need to keep in mind is these loans are for very long period of time, so you need to be very careful. And many of us go and buy real estate because it gives you some tax benefit. Never invest in anything because it gives you tax benefit. You should always focus on investing in terms of how much return you can make, what is the risk you take, and what is the liquidity. If all these three things are good enough and also you get a tax benefit, maybe you can consider buying it. Many of us say this, saying that if you buy a property, you get a 2 lakh exemption on the income what you make, which is right. But this 2 lakh does not come to us. This 2 lakh interest what you pay goes to the bank, and in turn you get a 70,000 rupees benefit for income tax, which means on a 2 lakh rupees outflow, you get a 70,000 rupees of income, which means you end up actually losing about 1.3 lakhs every year. So this is not very tax efficient. In fact, it is a myth. So you should never take decision of buying a property because you are getting a 2 lakh benefit of tax. This 2 lakh actually does not come to you. So never buy a property because it gives you some tax benefit. So to summarize, always look for the EMI to your salary ratio. Ideally, if it is at about 30% or so, it is good. Next, always consider should you rent or buy based on the rental yield. So if your rental yield is low, then it is a good time to be a tenant. If the rental yield is very high, say upwards of 6-7% or so, then it is a good time to be a owner of the property. Then never buy because it gives you tax benefit. Always see all other things are good and then take a decision to buy or sell. Never take decision based on taxes. Hope you found this information useful to you. So before you buy, think, is renting better or buying better, and take a decision. So the next video what I am going to come with is a very important video connected to what I have spoken today. This is on how to prioritize your investments, meaning what you should do first and what you should do last. So if you can get this right, then you can definitely lead a very peaceful financial life. Thank you for watching.